Last July, the Los Angeles Peterson Automotive Museum honored Chip Foose for his 30th anniversary in design. I think that Chip's automotive designs are, in the contemporary sense, equivalent to the Delahaye's and the Bugattis of the 30s. Rolling work of art. Yeah. Chip is everywhere in the automotive world these days, even on a canned WD-40. Wow. It's easy to go online, pick up a magazine, turn on television, and see some of Chip's work. But I thought it would be a little fun tonight if we dig a little deeper and go back and see what he was into in high school. So my brother dug up a 1982, I think it's May of 1982. It's got Chip on the front here. He won a art scholarship with a couple other students. It was a Santa Barbara Scholarship Foundation annual art competition, and he was one of the winners for that. In the same article, it went on to say that his future plans was to attend the Art Center of Design in Pasadena, which he accomplished that goal. That's quite an accomplishment right there. Then inside a little bit further, there's the Sadie Hawkins dance, and there was a tug of war, and you guys lost to the juniors. Sorry about that, but there was the dance, and Chip was voted Luscious Lester of the dance in 1982. I got good news, Chip. Now Luscious Lester is the homecoming queen. He's been upgraded. Oh, homecoming queen. King. Sorry about that. Then it goes on to talk about track and field. Chip was a sprinter, and he and his teammates scored their 40th consecutive win and 6th straight league championship. Coach McClenathen said that there's lots of outstanding performances by the team. And everybody was PRing. I think Chip PR'd on that meet also. So while attending high school, Chip was really not known as a car guy. But what was clear to many at the high school was that his fantastic drawing ability and his drawings of cars. Over the years, I've heard a lot of famous stories about Chip's peachy folders. And there's been more than one person that said, you know, the doodle art and the car drawings that Chip had on his peachy folders, they all say, I wonder if he still has any of them. He does. Anyway, I don't have one of those. This is a stunt double with no writing on it. But anyway, on behalf of the Dos Pueblos Foundation and the DP Hall of Fame, please welcome Chip Foose.
Thank you, Mark. First of all, this is truly an honor, but I'm shocked. I think there's probably many, many more people that are much more deserving than me. But thank you very much. And I want to thank several people, but first of all, my father, Sam, because I feel that my career is an extension of my father's. But also my sister, Amy, because she was my biggest inspiration in life. But there is one more, a second or another Dos Pueblos alumni that is the true reason that I'm here. All of my decisions in life are based on passion. Do I want to do this? Am I excited about doing it? And the answer is always yes. If I'm going to go forward, it's because I really want to do it. But my wife, Lynn Poliot, who graduated in '83, a year after me, I didn't meet her until 5 years after I had graduated, but we had gone to Goleta Valley Junior High together and to Dos Pueblos. But we didn't meet until 5 years after I had graduated. And I had gone halfway through Art Center and left. I had started my own business. One of my clients had become a full-time job. And I loved what I was doing. I thought I was successful. I thought I was making decent money. And we had been dating for about a year and a half, and the subject of marriage came up one night, and she says, well, I'm not going to marry you. I said, then what are we doing together? And she says, well, you have potential. I said, what does that mean? Well, she had graduated from UCSB. And she says, I want my husband to have a college degree as well. So now I knew I needed to get back to Art Center to graduate. Like I said, I had gone halfway through. So one of our customers at the place I was working had been trying to hire me away from Osha Corporation, where I was at, and I called them up. They made me a great offer, and I thought, with this offer, I can go work for them for 3 years. Of course, the bad part was it was in Holland, Michigan, but I could save enough money in 3 years to get back to Art Center and graduate. And I accepted their job offer. I told my boss, McClenathen, that I was leaving. He asked me why. Told him the whole story. And he says, stay with me. I'll send you to school now, and you give me 3 years after you graduate. He says, I'll pay for your schooling, and I'll continue giving you a smaller salary, but then you can come back and work for me for 3 years after you graduate. And that's what I did. I was back at school a month later, and I graduated, came back to Santa Barbara, and ended up marrying Lynn. We've been married now 25 years. We've got 2 great kids, Brock, who's 17, and our daughter Katie, who's 12. But without her giving me that incentive and that drive, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. And so I have to thank Lynn for making that happen. But as I say, it's truly an honor. When I think about Dos Pueblos, I don't even know how I graduated. I loved going to school. That was such a great time. Many, many great friends. But even in the yearbook, there's a picture that was taken during English class, and myself and a couple friends, we're out in front of the English class, and we're working on a moped. We had a great time at school. And I know that another great friend of mine, Guy Noel, he and I would cut class. But we did it in a great way. We would always go to the wood shop, and we would make signs for the activities office and the principal and Mr. Meister and Coach O'Leary. So we'd make these signs with their names on it, and we'd take it to them. So we were cutting, but we were doing nice things. And they'd say, you missed class. Yeah, I was making your sign. But school was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. And I want to thank everybody for this true honor. It's really a pleasure. Thank you.